Hi, my name is Kameron Williams, and today I'll be talking to you about the movie The Dove, which was released in February 20th of 2015. Um, the Dove is mainly about friendships, and friendships are a mutual affection relationship that breaks down the barriers of association. Um, it is intentional display of certain actions and criteria that is defined by the relationships. The movie The Dove opens up questions about beliefs and intentional and unintentional classifications within the realm of friendships. This movie displays heavy emphasis on teenagers who like to tear down one another just to make themselves feel better. Bianca is the Duff, the designated ugly fat friend of her group, and this movie tells us about the lifestyle and how she finds out how she got this role. She battles this in high school. She battles this high school stereotype that is placed upon her every day. She goes to school, people know that she's Duff, but she doesn't realize it. But she realized when she finds out that she is a Duff, she tries to convince everyone that these roles are not correct nor the right thing to do to somebody. This movie is about an average girl who hangs out with the popular crowd and never notices that she was the misfit. With the help of the popular jock neighbor Wesley, she discovers that she is the Duff. She then partners up with Wesley to break out of her average lifestyle and to become one of the popular chicks, to look like one, to talk like one, to dress like one. Um, she's worked up with this agreement with him to for him to just change her into a popular chick and just to move on. But they begin to fall in love for each other while trying to fight these feelings. Oh, they begin to fall in love with each other and they're trying to fight these feelings. But at the end, he does the right thing by denouncing his popularity and chooses her in front of the entire school. He had a choice between Madison, which is the most popular girl, and Bianca, and he chose Bianca because it was the right thing to do. He liked her for who she is and not just of her high school status or her looks. Social media was very big in this movie. There was at least 10 different types of social media, going from Instagram to Twitter to Facebook, um, and it explains to us how into technology, into social media, high school teenagers are. And one of the problems with social media comes cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is posting mean videos or pictures of somebody online. It's literally bullying online, hence the name cyberbullying. And it's on the internet for everyone to see all around the world. And it just tears down the person that is being talked about. This movie also shows many cliques from rich girls to the sports jocks to the nerds to the glee club and the weird kids. It shows separation and how the different groups do not diversify by mixing together. Within this movie, Bianca's mom is divorced from her dad, and later on in the movie, we find out Wesley's parents are struggling with each other, so they're going on divorce. In 2014, the divorce rates were approximately 44%, and that being said, almost just underneath half of most kids' parents are divorced in this movie, causing causing various problems within not only their social life but in their personal life as their own. Um, if you look online, it says that this movie does pass the Big Del test, but in my opinion, this film barely passes it. Yes, it passes, but it barely passes it. Uh, there, there were where this three times where two females were talking about a man or any just talking to each other. One time was in the beginning of the film where Bianca's friends were invited to the the Mean Girl, which is the most popular chick in Madison's party, and they were talking about this Jock Wesley and who gets to get him, which is obviously the the Duff, which is Bianca. She gets him at the end, but the number one popular chick wants thinks she has him at that time. The other time was when Bianca and her mother briefly discussed independence and being a leader in decision making. Um, though it quickly filtered back to the reasons of being of a man. They think being a man is so much easier than being a female because you get to do this, you get to lead people, but females can lead also. In the final time where I saw two females conversing was when Bianca made up with her best friend, and they were in Bianca's room. Um, they were both just talking about how they lost each other as best friends, but then they come to realize the reason why they lost each other as best friends is because Bianca tried to be somebody that she's not. Um, at the end of the movie, she turns back into the old Bianca, causing everybody to like her for who she is and not just for her role in her life. Um, Bianca's mom, in my opinion, was a feminist. Um, I would say this because she displayed movements of cultural and personal social rights for the female aspect. Her unique style and being conservative and feeling secure about who she was, to me, made her a, a feminist. The journalism teacher also displayed support of feminism by choosing Bianca to do the draft highlights paper, to do the draft highlights, to do the draft highlights of the papers that were due about the prom. Um, she chose Bianca over a male, and doing this caused many problems within the school. Them going, why does Bianca get to do this? She's a female. She doesn't know what she's doing. Blah blah blah. Um, so overall, as I stated before, the movie displayed clique, stereotypical, and self-centered social media groups of teenagers. Um, the designated ugly fat friend, the Duff, may exist in a friendship relationship, but true relationships is of people with like interests and care deeply for everyone's feelings. The shallow depth of a friendship here may last during high school years, but will quickly fade away as anything does in the past. Once you finally realize that who you once you finally realize who you are as a person, you will move on from those high school stereotypes. You become a true you in your own eyes. So thank you and have a nice day.